Following my war with the Livonian Order as well as Novgorod's, the Livonian Order has been reduced to a single province. And I'm about to deal with rebels. We're moving our troops in right now. How many troops will they have? 12,000? That's pretty easy to deal with. And we're waiting on a couple provinces to accept or embrace colonialism right now. Sitno and Plock. And we're also building up our navy. I'll bring them all to Krolevik. We'll have them join up. Tech trade, Baltic Sea, and I want them to go home when they are slightly damaged. And I want them to be cautious. These guys, it shouldn't really matter, but I'll go with default and bold because they're galleys. No revolt yet. Now we have the revolt in Kolomna. Will we get there before they can take that county? Or that province? Same thing. I don't know why I correct myself every time. Great Horde Separatists have crossed our borders. And to Kasimov, they won't be there long, apparently. Oh, that was so close. That's over. Now let's go to Muscovy. Wait for the Kasimov rebels to rise. I'm still hoping for this event, the event that gives me monarch points. Rightful ownership. I can give Kolomna over to Lithuania. It is ours and it always will be. They still love us. And their liberty desire is not good though. Did they fabricate those claims, or did they have them before I declared that war? Anyway, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. Burgundy declared war upon their new enemy, France. These have both almost embraced the colonialism institution. Now, I'm not sure if we'll take the humanist idea group before the Age of Reformation is over, but I still haven't decided if I actually want to join the Reformed faith yet or not. Verdun accepted peace with Bremen. Bohemia's probably no. I don't think Bohemia can ask for. Really, our opinions are still that high with Bohemia after all of the penalties we got with them for breaking the alliance and not accepting their one they offered after that. But I don't know if the Emperor can demand unlawful territory if they have no imperial authority. I know it decreases by 1 if they do have it. And Qasim is about to revolt. We're dealing with severe winter right now, I think. Yep. What do they have in Moscow right now? Just a fort. No, but it doesn't look like anyone else is trying to get the vassalization of Bella Zero. I can proclaim a guarantee with them. Let's do that. Get relations even higher faster. Would you be willing to transfer trade power? Morocco declared war upon Castile. That's when you know Castile has failed. Let's set my diplomats back to own subject countries. Muscovy is dealing with a lot of rebels right now. They might collapse. But they are supporting the independence of Georgia and Theodoro. Muscovy has collapsed, of course. They are a shadow of their former selves. Time to embrace? I think it is. Let's go for it. Merchants harassed. Disputes over the treatment of local merchants were not uncommon. All governments faced minor reports of unfair treatment and harassment of their merchants. At the higher levels, there were complaints about banditry and privateering occurring within or at the direction of a certain state. These issues could be resolved, but saber rattling was always an option. Escalate complaint. You get diplomatic insult casus belli on Novgorod, and burghers gain 10 loyalty. Or we can seek a diplomatic solution. Burger loyalty is good, I guess. And I don't want to be friends with Novgorod right now, so I don't care. I do wish Sweden would declare their revolt, their independence revolt, though. That would weaken Denmark so much. Kasimov has revolted. Let's go and deal with that. Our alliance is breaking with Austria. Probably because they hit Bohemia. They've rivaled Bohemia. Nice, Austria. I will spend favors. Right now, I think I'd rather have Bohemia as the emperor. Or as my ally, because they are the emperor. It had something to do with the emperor. We have provincial unrest. Why do we have so much? Oh, that's in the stuff we just took from the Livonians and Riga. Conversion successful. Okay, that gives us another objective for the age of Reformation. We will convert Podle. Bible translated. A priest in Przemysl has translated the Bible into our language and has started to distribute copies to nearby villages throughout. We can say heresy, burn the priest and his books. Catholicism loses reform desire. Or great news, spread these Bibles far and wide. For now, I will burn the priest and his books. Because I don't want to have to deal with... I'd like to get my tolerance, +3 tolerance of heretics first. Or I'd like to convert to Reformed. Can I convert to Orthodoxy, actually? No. Just no. Austria broke their alliance with us. Alright, so... let's try to get a new alliance, I think. Oh no, we've got we've got 4 Diplo relations. Our artist advisor has died. Some guy we're not hiring or anything like that. We have a ton of money. What is our inflation at? We took a lot of it's only 0.2, and it's going down every year right now. Let's build up to our force limit in galleys, I think. Oops. Looks good. Our truce with Novgorod has expired. Do I declare war against Novgorod? No guy has declared war against Muscovy. Our force limit just went up by 20%. We are nowhere near our land force limit right now. We're about half our land force limit. And we have the money to accommodate a very large military right now. Let's decrease military maintenance, get our money up even higher. That's it. We're only making 12 right now. Or okay, it's 15. It is actually 15. How far behind are we on tech? Diplo's suffering. Military suffering only because we are working on a military idea group right now. Our next idea group gives us discipline, or our next idea gives us discipline. Rebel uprising, Livonian separatists. Let's increase our military, our army maintenance again. For this one, I'll actually head to Riga. Again, I think I said this in a previous episode. I wish there was a... actually, which one is contributing the most? Lilanda? Okay, Leafland. I'm assuming it's pronounced Leaflandia. The W is a V sound. I can actually make that a state if I want to. What buildings do we have here? Church, docks. Do I want the sailors? Base is 210. What affects... I'm guessing manpower is what affects the... number of sailors. Manpower. Amount of soldiers, okay. And there's one way to check. Warsaw contributes no sailors. Okay, so sailors, 600 from Danzig. We increase manpower by 1. That's kind of a waste, isn't it? It's our cheapest province to increase it. 46, 47, 45, 59, 47. I saw there was a 45, right? Okay. So in Warmia. Not Warmia, let's just go with Danzig. Okay, so current is 600. Now it's 637. Okay, so base manpower is what contributes to sailors. Sorry, I'm not used to sailors, or as used to them as I probably should be. Is that all of my light ships? It's 3, we have 5 right now. Okay, I guess Kroloviak and Danzig are still working on theirs. Go back to doing that. And they still have the same slightly damaged and cautious. Almost said Cossacks. Not the same thing. We're improving relations with Sweden quite well. What's going on with Novgorod? Wait a minute. Attacker against Odoyev in the Great Horde Conquest of Odoyev. So Novgorod came into that. I think I need to fabricate claims on Novgorod now. They're pretty weak. But Novgorod is always weak, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. The situation Podol is getting close to unbearable. The citizens are refusing to accept the preaching of the missionary we sent there a short while ago, and now he fears for his life. A revolt seems imminent unless we do something soon. Take your chances. Doesn't look like it went up. That's good. We flipped a coin and we got the right one. Hear ye, let loose Pantalone, Harlequin, and all other stock characters of the traditional Commedia dell'arte on your unsuspecting population and watch as they are entertained by the antics and the shenanigans. A good piece of comedy can make anyone forget for a while that their everyday lives are wasted away laboring under the yokes of tyrannical rulers. Plus, it's fun. Damn straight I'm a tyrannical ruler. Yearly prestige for 10 admin and some ducats. The diplomatic approach of Queen Consort. While growing up in Below Zero, Elizaveta enjoyed studying people. She often made a game out of trying to predict the actions of the people around her, finding it not only fun, but as the years went by, an increasingly useful habit to keep. Thankfully, moving to the royal court of Poland has not caused Elizaveta to abandon her knack for intrigue. If anything, she has gotten a lot of practice during some of our recent negotiations with foreign diplomats. These skills have actually proven most valuable to the council. Diplo points. And I still don't have, I'm still pretty far behind on Diplotech. Oh wait, that's right, we're waiting on, these to revolt. Some of these to revolt. Is it 90% right now? Yeah. 60 there. We'll get up to 180, it looks like. Actually, we'll do even better than that, I think. Estonian separatists have arisen in Novgorod. I can get Diplotech finally. We've won the Battle of Livland. We actually lost quite a bit of soldiers in that battle. We'll get our leader out of there. Right, so I'm actually going to destroy this. I'm probably not going to build anything in its place right away. Same here. Marketplace is good for there. We'll keep the church. Okay. I guess that's fine. Sailors are kind of useless in my opinion. So I'd rather just make room for other buildings now. Speaking of other buildings and now, I have some buildings that I do want to build. Like a marketplace in Danzig and one in Memel as well. One already existed in Memel. Never mind. One in Krakow. Any other trade ports that I own land in? Could do one in Bessarabia, but we're not exactly transferring trade in this direction right now. That's fine. Oh, I did it again. We have 10 trade ships now. Our truce with Bohemia has expired. It's okay, we actually reformed the alliance. Even though it might have not been a good idea to break it in the first place. I just really didn't want to have to deal with a coalition at the time. What's Belazir doing? Looked like they were going to attack something. Muscovy has claims on them. It's fine. I'm not worried. Wonder why they're bouncing back and forth between their provinces. Burgundy has taken Paris. Is that what I just saw? I don't know. Burgundy just won a war, another war against France. Burgundy is going to be the France in this game. Do they still have all of their... They still have Nevers as a vassal. But they haven't annexed any of these. Liberty Desire is 0%. 0%. Alright. That's really interesting to me. But, Lithuania has a lot of... We have created a proper fleet. We need to create an army for our nation, or protect our brethren in Reval. Hey, a free claim against Novgorod. Building up to the force limit means a lot of money. Money that I don't really... I mean, I've got a lot of income right now. And it's probably going to go up even further when I have... Once I do get the marketplaces up and running. But for now, I've got to go with Protect and Revolve. Almost done improving relations with Sweden. Sweden's still not a huge... Sweden's still not declaring their war for independence, even though they have 100% thanks to my supporting of it. Going to war against Novgorod would be fun, but before I do that, I do want to get Belozero as my vassal, because I think I need to feed them. Which is going to suck in a long time, because that means I have to annex them, and I do not have the Diplo points to do that right now. But you know, I'm not good at managing my points. Which is fine, but I do need to end the episode again, and we'll continue our conquest of Russia. Well, yeah, third realm, the conquest of ...